to the swamp. The giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Alabama's offense will go to work first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Powers through the defender. And he used that big, powerful, stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Looks like Alabama will pick up the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position.
It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Down on the play. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. He's got it. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal from the 2? Back's got it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators offense will try to get something started with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these 2 running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision, these defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete on the right side. It's a fumble. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
And the field goal unit is on the field, and he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing the NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously...
Turning it on! What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Sweet cut there. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. The give to the left side. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Read reads it, fires complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man quickly. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's looking to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Fit it in the window for the score. Remember this one simple precept, and your time with me will not have been ill-spent. The tight end is always open.
They think that, too. They think they're always open. Throw me the football, but especially in the red zone. This is where you see most tight ends do most of their damage. Big body guys, QB find him, hit him, touchdown.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. To the air on first down. Finds his man down the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's second and 2.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skills and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Here's the pressure. Right on the money. Made a defender miss. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Caught. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. They've got the screen set up. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. 2 for 2 on this drive and trying to do it again. And he will score! Touchdown Tide! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon.
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. You saw it right there on the crossing.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake on 1st down. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Got a man. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Works the middle of the field. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
We're only in the 1st half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Man, this quarterback is having a 1st half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. This dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab on the left. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Gives it on the option. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Gators in the hurry up. Wants to throw on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Off the play fake. Makes the catch. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Gators send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Catches it at the 30. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that fourth down and failing to convert there has to sting. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Breaks the tackle. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
At the 45 on its way. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front. Nice execution.
There he goes. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Right down the middle. Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Gators decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This time he's got it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
This one's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Got enough for the 1st. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can...
Touchdown, Bama! And the punishment has been extended.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Cincinnati. We'll let you know if anything else.
Turning it on! Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Hey, 27, jump. They'll try the right side. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Dead center perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets it out quickly. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive and now in business near midfield at the 49. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And that's where they'll spot it, just inside the 45. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their company.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Thanks to grab. And he was able to get back on top of it.
Man, when these receivers fumble the football, oftentimes it's out in the open field.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Trying play action. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
The head coach's heart just skipped a beat. Looks like they were going in for the easy touchdown, but he puts it on the ground. Everything's going bad. But Johnny on the spot. Somebody was paying attention, David, and is able to hop on that ball for a touchdown.
And that's why you always keep competing. Coaches are going to harp on that all the time. Finish the play. You're never out of it. You don't know what's going to happen, and that's a perfect example. Ball gets on the ground. Offensive player now says, oh, crud, I got to jump on it. Jumps on the football and gets a touchdown.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Gators will hustle to the line. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
The give as they work on that clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Yeah, salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Quick completion to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. He's got it. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Rhodes.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs.
There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They go to the ground. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every